Hello everyone, Juicebags here, and welcome back to a little Minecraft Tekkit for 1.6.4. This is Tekkit version 1.2.9. Yeah, it's 1.2.9 now. Another new update. This one was a small update. Now, as everyone knows, some of the previous updates has changed Big Reactors quite a bit and their output. So you see we've got massive amounts of juice flowing now. We've got, what, 45,000 plus RF per tick being generated. So my immediate concerns for power have been remedied for the short term. And I don't have the need quite yet to get into building an Atomic Science Reactor. Although I am going to, because I just love Atomic Science and love how the whole program works. Currently, we're producing plenty of juice to take care of all of our needs. Let's get a little daylight going outside. Now, as you see, I put in my very first tree farm. We got some saplings not being collected here for some reason. I'll have to check into that. But just put in one just to get some birch going. We've got that going on, and I've got the byproduct being pumped right downstairs here. You see we've got oh, you know what, the breeder is full is what it is, or the planter, pardon me. The planter is probably full of saplings, and that's why they're spitting out. But anyway, our wood's coming down right on through here, going into this lovely chest, and then that of course is hooked up to the ME network, and it's sucking right out. Now I'm tesseracting the byproduct over here just into this tank for the moment. We will have to improve the size of that. But with our immediate power concerns being pretty much remedied for the most part, for the time being anyway, I wanted to go ahead and start preparing for my trip to space. And I haven't done any fuel refining or anything quite yet. So this particular episode, we're going to be focusing on getting some fuel. Of course, before we can get any fuel, we need to get some oil, and I debated on what to do with the oil. I thought maybe I would use one of Minefactory Reloaded's oil generators. I think that's Minefactory Reloaded, isn't it? Let's see. Sludge boiler, oil fabricator. Yeah, Minefactory Reloaded's oil fabricator. You can make those pretty easily. Some plastic sheets, TNT, a machine frame, 4 blocks of obsidian, and a redstone reception coil will get you an oil fabricator. However, the oil fabricators suck an insane amount of juice, and tapping one oil well pretty much will eliminate the need for one of those. So instead of using the oil fabricator, we're going to go ahead and just get some oil pumped in. Find a nice little oil spout out there. So, whoops, wrong button. God damn it, wrong button again. There's my flight control. So I've got a little tank set up here. This is where I'm going to be pumping the oil to. Just going to go ahead and hook up some fluid duct. No longer a liquid duct, now fluid duct. And we're going to be tesseracting that oil in. So I'm going to create a new tesseract channel. This one's going to be channel 5. We're just going to call it oil. How creative. And there we go. Now this particular tesseract is going to be receiving only, and it's going to be receiving only fluids. Whoop, I had it set there already. There we go. So we're receiving fluids only on that one. It's oil, it's live, it's all good to go. See, that was receiving fluid, yeah. So we're set now. We've got a place for some oil to pump. I'm probably going to need to make some more tanks, as one oil well will fill these up pretty quickly, I would think. But let's go on and find our oil well and tap into some oil. Now I went on and went out and found a well. Save you guys the eye and ear bleeding of me cussing, bitching, and moaning when I find small wells that aren't quite sufficient. And I went on and tied it in with my little nether hub here. And we see this one's oil well number 1. So let's head on over there. And here we are. Now where's home? There it is. Right where that death point is where I died in the mine, right underneath the home. So it's actually not that far. 663 meters away. I was able to find one pretty quick, but now I need to build a little platform, which I'm just going to build up off of one of these piles of sand here. I think any of them would probably work, huh? This is the closest. Let's go right here. It looks like that one is dead center. And I'm going to go ahead and build up a little platform. So let me go ahead and jump on forward until that's complete. And we'll get this oil flowing in the right direction. Now, one of the things I look for with an oil well is their depth. Now, if you see that little the little cross in the ground, that's a good sign under your oil well. Now, most of them will have it. Some of them won't, however. You see that little cross there, and you know that this oil well is going down deep. So let's see if we can get down in there, and I'll show you what I mean. Yeah, see, it goes down deep, 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 and then it will actually open up into a little oil-filled cavern down there. So that's going to provide us with quite a bit of oil. So let me go ahead and build out my little platform here. Alright, so we've got our platform built, and you see we're going to have that same cross right up here on our platform, and that basically is going to show us where our top source block is. And you see the top source block that we have going is right there directly in the center. So we want to put a pump in directly on that source block there. Let's go ahead and get that bad boy in. Now we see our oil dropped. One of the things we want to look for now to make sure that we're reaching down into the depths is how far down our pump is going to head down. Now you see it only went down about 1 block, and that's telling me I made my platform way too high, and we're not reaching down into that oil. So I'm going to go ahead and lower this platform 1 notch, and then we'll come back and take another look at it. Whoop, I lost my pump. Where'd you go? Gonna have to either find that pump or go make a new one as well, which loads of fun, let me tell you. So let's go ahead and drop this platform down a notch. Actually, I'm going to drop it down a couple of notches, I believe, and then we will come right back in and get this oil well pumping. Alright, so we got this, our platform lowered down. I went down, as you see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I dropped it down about 4 blocks. And we're going to have fluid duct coming out of this bad boy. I want to be able to see the oil, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a little extra plumbing there. We're going to tesseract this up, and this is, of course, channel 5. Which is oil. We're going to turn the redstone control so that it's off, and then we want to set it so that we are send only on fluid mode. And not really necessary, but I'm going to go ahead and block the other ones just so it's blocked. And then all we got to do is provide it power. Now, one thing you're going to notice right away is if you pop your redstone energy cell down. Let's get our outputs changed. I'm not sure which one we need here. I'm just going to go ahead and change them all to orange. You see we've got nothing going on here on the old pump. And there's a pretty darn good reason why. Whoop. And that is, for some reason, the resident energy cells will not work directly with the pump. And I forgot my dang wrench. I'm going to have to go back and get my wrench. Let me do that. Be right back. Boy, thank God for setting that my little nether hub up. Let's see, where is my wrench? There it is. I don't want to lose all that power that's in there. That's why I bothered to even come all the way back and get my wrench. So here we are back out. We still got slabs everywhere from the bricks I busted. That's okay. So let's wrench this bad boy, and there we go. Now, it won't, as I mentioned, it won't allow you to connect directly with it. So you're going to have to set your energy cell one block over, throw some input, and then now we see oil is flowing, or oil flowed for a moment anyway. Let me see what's going on here with this setup. Oh, there it goes. It's pulsing is what it is. It went again. So now we're out a ways from the house, from the crib and our setup. So to keep this oil flowing, when we leave, we're going to have to throw down a chunk loader. So I got a chunk loader with me. Let's go ahead and slap that bad boy down, and we're going to have that just, well, 2 chunks will be fine. Yeah, that's more than covering it all. So we're good to go there, and we should have some oil flowing into our tanks back home. So let's head on over and take a peek. Let's see, back to home. And there we go. You see there's not a lot in there because it just started pulsing, but we do have oil. Oil's coming in. Oh yeah, the tanks are filling. So what I need to do from here is have some outputs set for these tanks, and then get myself an oil refinery set up. I'm assuming I'm going to use the Mine Factory Reloaded oil refinery. I'm not sure. I haven't made one yet this time around. Let's see. Or I just need to type in refinery, huh? Yeah, we've got 2 choices basically. We've got the Buildcraft refinery and the it's the BDCraft refinery. The BDCraft refinery is the one I'm going to use. It's a little bit more efficient and a little bit quicker. But I'm glad to see the oil is flowing in as intended. Now, as that oil flume drops down, that the little stem on the bottom of the pump will continue to extend, and we will drop all the way down into that large cavern of oil way below at some point. You see we're actually already there. We're going down pretty deep. Each source block, I could have left it. I probably could have left it at the level I had, but I don't like it when it only extends 1 block. I like to get it to at least extend 2. But you see the pump has extended all the way down now, and we're getting down into the good stuff. It's stopped right there, so we got a ways to go before it gets down to that cavern. But that's going to provide us with more than enough oil than I'm ever going to need to get my space missions in place. Especially considering I intend on using the Mistcraft linking books and building out this nether hub and having all my transportation set through there. So next thing up, we're going to refine some oil, and away we go. Now I still have some major renovations to do to the home base here. As I mentioned before, we're going to blast off right from here and go up through the roof and out through the top. So excited to see how that works out. Hopefully it doesn't end up with a spaceship pinball machine bouncing and crashing violently and destroying the majority of our building in the process. But I'm sure it is going to go fine. Now with those changes to big reactors and producing the excessive amount of power, I did crank up all of these Mine Factory Reloaded laser drills. I've got the maximum output set on all these resident energy cells now, and that's providing, it's not providing the maximum amount of power. Each one of the laser drill prechargers, I guess, can handle 5,000 redstone flux per tick. So That's 20,000 total. We're only putting 10,000 into it. But as you see, it's working nice and fast. We're popping out a bit of ore from our laser drill about every 12 seconds for each one of them. So we're getting 3 of them about every 12 seconds. You see the sorting machines are going up there, so there's stuff just flowing into the ME network and then being pulverized and smelted. And excited to see where we can go. I'm pretty stoked to be able to travel a little further than just the moon, but I do intend on building out at least a small moon base, definitely a space station, and then where we go beyond there, who knows. As you see, I'm already filling pretty rapidly, so I'm going to want to get some more tanks here and collect as much of that oil as I can to get it refined into some fuel. Once we get that oil refined, we'll have no need to go looking for oil again, as it's going to provide plenty of fuel for all of the journeys we need. So thanks again for watching. Click that like button and please subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more Tekkit coming soon, and hopefully more updates to the mod pack coming soon as well. Thanks again.